Hey guys, so today I wanted to do a quick review on Party in My Pants. They are probably one of the bigger cloth pad companies and the biggest company I've ever purchased from. So I got this Lux Liner as a part of their Cloth Curious special, which is at least something that they currently have running. I don't know if it's a short-term thing, long-term thing, not sure. But at least for now, at the time of the publishing of this video, you are able to get, for just the price of shipping, a complimentary pad if you've never ordered from Party in My Pants before. So I tend to need slightly longer pads, so I got their Lux Liner, which they have these little tags on all of their pads to, tell you what type of pad you've got. This one is coreless, and it is 9 inches. This shape is pretty consistent across most of Party in My Pants shapes and sizes. And the other thing that tends to be consistent with them is their backer. I'm going to stop talking for a second to see if you can hear this. Can you hear that? It's nylon. So it's a kind of slick back. And it was one of the reasons why I didn't try Party in My Pants for a really long time, because as it is, just because I tend to wear slightly looser underwear, pads tend to slide around on me anyway, and having a nylon or a PUL backer just doesn't really work for me. But I decided to give it a shot. This is it snapped. There's the back. Because, I'd heard a lot of really good things about Party in My Pants, and I didn't want to shut the door on them just in case it did work out for me. So, again, this one is 9 inches, and then let me grab my ruler here. It is a little over 2.5 inches when snapped. So, when I got this pad, now here's the funny thing. So, the Cloth Curious pads, at least now, you aren't able to really pick the pattern. You can pick the style. Like, I picked novelty, and this was what I got. It's kind of like a, I don't know, like a tie-dye print. And when I got it, and I'll try and see if I can find a picture or some of the video and like stick it over here somewhere. When I got it, the color on it was really faded, and I didn't like it at all. And then I wore it the first time, and I was actually on my cycle, so I had to go through the whole shebang of oxy-cleaning it. I had to use some Fel's Naphtha on some of these parts, because there's lots of blue in here, and I find that blue stains a bit more than other colors. And when it came out of the wash, suddenly the color on the topper just popped, and it had looked kind of gray and faded before, and now it's super vibrant. It's super bright, purples, blues. It's actually quite pretty. I'm actually really happy with it now. But when I got it in the mail, it just looked just faded, almost like they had sewn the fabric on upside down or something. So I'm not sure what happened with that, but it looks gorgeous now. I'm actually really happy with it. As far as it sliding in my underwear, it definitely did. I chose to wear it on the last day of my cycle, and I wore it with some of the more snug undergarments that I have, just to see if in that pair of underwear, if this would be workable. And it is workable, but it slid to the back, and every time I went to the restroom, I kind of had to like reposition it a little bit. It probably slid back maybe a good 1.5 to 2 inches. Over the course of like an hour of wearing it. And I was on my cycle. It was my very last day of my cycle. So, I mean, I was just spotting, really. So I didn't really need to change this until about halfway through the day. So it went through maybe like 4 hours on me. And I only really changed it because, I just tend to prefer a clean pad. So, it really didn't have to absorb anything. Obviously, this is a liner. But I mean, if it had been a day where I had an actual flow and this was a pad that actually had a core on it, I would have bled all over the place. So I wear liners on a daily basis. This will probably be fine as a liner just for, incontinence and things of that nature. So I'm kind of mixed on it, I guess. The backing is not something that I like. I don't like that it slides around, but I think this is a flannel, a cotton flannel top. It's really pretty. I love the shape. I think it's a really pretty pad, um, but I don't know. I'm kind of mixed. I mean, it definitely wasn't a bad pad to own, but I couldn't actually ever wear it as a liner during my cycle without worrying that I would leak on my underwear. And honestly, it's because of my choice of underwear. If I were to wear something more snug, this probably wouldn't be much of an issue. But in the snuggest panties that I wear, this is just not workable as something when I have an actual menstrual flow. But again, for just wearing it when I'm not on my cycle, which I do wear a liner every day when I'm not on my cycle, this is fine. So again, I guess it's kind of a mixed review. For daily use, this is fine. For use on my cycle, I'll probably not do that in the future. But I actually liked it a lot more than I thought I would. So if you are someone who's okay with the slicker backing, like if you have PUL or nylon backed pads in your stash and they work fine for you, I'm sure this would work just fine for you as well. I know a lot of people have tried Party in My Pants and they've liked them. So I think that this just maybe isn't the right style for me, but it is workable. The one thing I haven't mentioned right before I let you guys go is that they use metal snaps instead of the plastic resin snaps that are really common from most popular makers. And I'm not a fan of the metal snap. I feel like they are harder to pop on and pop off. Maybe that's a good thing though. I mean, I've never had problems with snaps coming undone while I was wearing them, but that definitely would never happen with this one. So anyways, again, Party in My Pants, good if you're not somebody who tends to have issues with slick backing materials. Otherwise, maybe not so great, but workable. So thanks, guys. I am going to be doing a 100 subscriber giveaway, so if you're not subscribed already, please subscribe. I'm over halfway there, so I'm hoping that sometime in the next couple of weeks I'll be able to do a giveaway. And if there's a maker in particular that you'd love to see a giveaway from, just go ahead and put it in the comments. I might even make a pad myself and include that in the giveaway as well. So anyways, I'll see you guys soon. Thanks.